Okay, welcome to Daily 3D Revolve. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your own filament holder. If you have 3D printers, this is going to be like a film reel, except it's going to hold the plastic filament. Okay, we'll go ahead and open up Design Spark. We're going to create a new design. You can follow along if you want to make one of these yourself. We're going to go to Design Spark Options. Going to navigate over to Units, and we're going to make sure this is on millimeters, and it is. So we'll go OK, and then we'll change this to plan view. I have some basic dimensions on my phone that I will be using. So the first dimension we want to create is a round circle of 200 millimeter. So we're going to go ahead and get our circle tool. We'll drag out and we'll type in 200. Control minus. Alright, it looks like the next dimension for the cylinder in the middle is going to be 78. So we'll go ahead and get the circle tool again, and we'll type in 78. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and put the thickness on there, which is going to be 56. So we'll draw one more cylinder, and we'll type in 56. Okay. So now what we want to do is go ahead and go to the 3D mode. We want to spin this. The dimension in the inside to hold the filament is going to be 64 millimeters. So basically, we're going to pull this. Let's see here. How I want to do this. We'll go ahead and move this. So we'll go to move, and then we'll move this and type in 64 millimeters, enter. Okay. Now we're going to add a little bit of thickness to this, so we'll pull, and then we're going to go ahead and add I think probably 5 millimeters will be good. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and spin this around. Let's go ahead and get rid of the center one. That's going to be where our filament is. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and move this. Actually, we can pull that, so let's go ahead and pull. And then we're going to pull. We're going to select that piece, and we're going to pull to there, or actually up to here. Let's undo that. Go ahead and pull. We'll pull to the point. We'll go up to here. All right. It's going to be our inside of the wheel. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do the same out here, so we'll select this. Actually, you know what? Let's just spin this around and go ahead and put another piece on there. Go ahead and click that. We'll click here. Go to plan view. We'll grab our circle tool. And we'll pipe in 200. And we'll go ahead and spin this. Go to pull. And we're going to go ahead and pull this 5 millimeters. So undo, let's click there, type 5. Actually type -5. Okay. So now we have the basic wheel that our filament's going to go onto. So we'll go ahead and spin that around. We'll click this face here and we'll go plan view. And then we're going to pan this over. Okay, now we're going to put some squares in there, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go ahead and put 5. So let's go ahead and get our line tool. Going to go from the top there to right there. We'll select to click off. Now we're going to go ahead and go right mouse click, set as mirror. Now we're going to go ahead and draw one of these mirrors over here. It's going to be 57.5 millimeters. Let's just make it 57. And then it's going to be 119.3 degree. So we'll go ahead and click off of it there. Now we're going to grab our offset curve. Click on that line. We're going to come down here. Let's just come all the way down to 17 millimeters. So type in 17. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get our trim away tool. Let's trim away these little pieces here. Okay, let's get that piece. We don't need that anymore. Now we're going to go ahead and get our create rounded corners. We'll put a fillet in there. 10 millimeter. We'll put one here. 10. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and select these pieces. We're going to click on move, and then we're going to come over here to create pattern. Then we're going to drag this little move tool to the middle, and then we're going to flip this around till we have we could go up to 4. So we're going to go 4 there. Now we're going to go to the offset again. We're going to offset this up. Let's just go ahead and offset it 10 millimeters. All right, let's get our trim away. Trim away all these pieces here that we don't need. Okay, that looks pretty good for the filament holder. Now we're going to go ahead and get our create rounded corners, and we're going to put a little fillet in there. Let's do a 5 millimeter one, and then we'll follow that through on the rest of these. Okay, we're almost done here. Okay, this is going to be our basic filament wheel. So now we're going to go ahead and spin this. We need these to be hollow. So we're going to go ahead and pull. We're going to hold down the control key to select all of these. And then we're going to pull straight back so it goes through. And then we're going to go ahead and spin that. Looks like a decent filament wheel. Alright, that's the only other thing we're going to do is go ahead and click the outside there. We're going to add our, let's go undo, let's click that, let's add a 2 millimeter fillet. Okay, we're going to go ahead and spin that around. Let's go ahead and click there and add a 2 millimeter fillet. We're going to keep the insides here flat. The only thing I'm not crazy about is how this got kind of gouged out there. So what we're going to do to fix that, we're going to go ahead and rotate that. We're going to select here, click on plan view. We're going to grab the circle and we're going to come up a little bit to I think it says 60, I can't really tell what it says. 87, so we'll go 88 millimeters. Spin this. Now we're going to go ahead and pull. Select these. Pull, let's go up to, and then go up to here. Spin that, make sure that's still got that gouge out of there. So let's just undo that. I'm going to go ahead and keep it like this. Let's go to the 3D mode. Oh, this is good enough. Filament's just going to go inside of there anyways, wrap around. Okay, so we added our 2 fillets to the outside. And now what I'm going to do is go ahead and get the pull tool. Select till everything's click till everything's selected, type 1. We're going to put a 1 millimeter fillet in all this. Type 1. Okay, we'll get the front and the back. Okay. Go ahead and get there. Let's type 2 on that one. Okay, let's spin that around. Let's do the same on here. Pull. Click till everything's selected. Type 1. Do the rest. Do it on the rest of this for 1 millimeter. Okay, this looks like it already has the 1 millimeter on there. Actually, it doesn't, so let's go ahead and pull. Type 1. Let's click this circle here and type 2. Let's go ahead and undo that. Okay, we have a little piece here we need to get rid of, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's type there, type 1 or 2. Okay, that's better. Spin this around to the back side, that looks pretty good. Okay, that looks like that's going to be good. That's going to end today's tutorial. That's going to be our filament holder. What you also could do is you could create a plug here if you have a smaller hole and you want to actually this to fit in the middle. We could go ahead and do that. We can go ahead and create a plug that goes there. So to do that, we just want to click this piece, do a Control-C, Control-V. And then we want to move that, grab the blue arrow, drag that out a little bit. Then we want to fill it. And then go ahead and put a smaller circle in there, maybe 10 millimeters. Okay. And then go ahead and go back to your 3D mode. Let's go ahead and give this some thickness. Let's pull. Let's do a 35 millimeter plug there. So that's basically going to fit in there. Then your screw will go right through the middle. So the only other thing I'm going to do is create a little flange. So be easier to throw that piece in there. So we'll go, we can guess we can go 70 millimeters. Okay, go ahead and go to pull. And we're going to select these here. And then we'll go ahead and go 10 millimeter. Okay, let's go ahead and spin this. So this is going to be our plug for here in case we need it. So we'll go ahead and select that, go to move, grab the blue. And that will fit in there. And you can adjust the hole here accordingly. So the only other thing I'm going to do is add some fillets to this. Let's go undo, let's click there. Put a 2 millimeter fillet in. Spin this around. Let's do the same up here. 2. Let's go a piece there, let's do 1. Okay, let's spin this. And the top here, let's do 2. So click on it and type 2. Okay, so you got the reel, you have the plug. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and replicate this. We'll make 2 of these. So we're going to copy, Control C, Control V on the keyboard. We'll go move. We'll grab this blue, move it over to here. Now we're going to grab the green and we're going to rotate that around 180 degrees. Okay, so now we've got our filament holder. So it's the filament on the inside. We have these plugs here. Should the hole be, or should the pole that needs to go through there be 10 millimeters, you go ahead and fit these in. If it's not 10 millimeters, then you just need to adjust that hole. And that's pretty easy to do. So we'll go ahead and do one more thing. We'll put a 1 millimeter fillet on there. I'll go ahead and spin this around. Select pull. And then we'll type 1 millimeter in there. So that's going to finish up our filament reel. Go ahead and go to top view. Maybe view this from isometric. Okay, that's going to be our filament holder. You could print this out on plastic, print these little caps out, and if you need to use them, you can use them. If you don't, then you can just put the pole through here. Okay, that's going to end today's tutorial. Hopefully you enjoyed watching and you got something useful out of the video. Thanks for watching.